Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I am here with my first layout using the November Hip Kit. And for this one, I'm actually also using a sketch from Kelly Perky's class. She has a self-paced sketch class on her blog, and it's called Snap Sketch Scrap. And I will include a link to that blog post where you can find information about it and all that. It's really good. If you've taken one of her sketchbook classes, you'll like this one. So I'm using a sketch from that, and ironically, I'm scrapping a picture of her. So it kind of just worked out that way. I was like, oh, interesting. So I'm using mostly my November kit. I did pull in that little gray and yellow striped paper, and that is a scrap from my October kit. But I think that's the only thing that came from a different kit. And then everything else is from my stash. So I am using this LA Studio background paper, which is a really awesome teal oversized chevron. And for the bottom layer, I am using a paper by Chamel for American Crafts. And it's like a creamy, khaki-ish color, kind of a chevron-y type as well. And to help kind of bring it all together, I'm using a full 8.5 by 11 piece of vellum. And I'm just going to use that as like a back layer. And that just kind of helps connect everything together. And then in between the two separate pieces of paper, I used a strip, a border strip from the LA Studio paper as well. So I'm pulling out a few things here. I'm going to use a couple die cuts from the October Hip Kit as well. Those are from the open book collection, both from the paper, cut apart paper and the die cut pack. So I'm just going to use a couple of those things up here. There's going to be little layering pieces. And that picture is of me and Kelly, obviously. And I was able to take a class that she taught with Amy Tan in San Diego at the Paper Tales store. And it just so happened that they were there teaching a class the same weekend that one of my best friends got married. It was actually the same day. And I saw it on, I think, Amy's blog. She talked about, they were going to be there teaching that class. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I looked at the dates, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the same day Diane's getting married, and it could work out because I could go to the class first, and then we still have plenty of time before the wedding starts. And I made the biggest googly eyes at my husband and batted my eyelashes. I was like, can I please do this? And he was very nice and said, of course you can, because he knows that Kelly is probably my biggest inspiration as far as scrapbooking goes, one of my biggest inspirations. So just to get to meet her was awesome. And seriously, she's the sweetest thing ever. She's so sweet. And actually, she was surprisingly quiet. Like I thought, because I follow her on her blog, so I feel like I, kind of know her a little bit. But she was very sweet and soft-spoken and gracious. Okay, so I forgot to put this paper on. I was like, duh, Sarah, put that on. So I have to lift up the picture and put that in there. And then I have a little banner that I cut, the one that says open book there, and that is from the branding strip. So I put that there because that is a picture of Kelly's Project Life album that she brought to the class so that people could, take a look and flip through it and everything. So I snapped a picture when it was my turn. So I put open book right there just because it literally is an open book sitting on the desk that I was using during the class. So I'm adding a few things up in this right-hand corner. I added a tag from LA Studio, and that came in the November kit. I have a felt doily, which is from Freckled Fawn. That was on my desk. And the wood veneer banner that says enjoy every moment is also from LA Studio, and that came in the November hip kit as well. So I am using these stickers, and these I got actually in the October hip kit, and I'm going to spell out, I touched it. And then I'm going to use some of the smaller letter stickers from LA Studio, which came in the November hip kit, and I'm going to do the letters KP's PL. So Kelly Perky's Project Life. And so that'll be kind of like the little subtitle, like what it's about. And I'm going to I have to fiddle around a little bit with the placement of them because I want them all to fit right there underneath, you know, in between the pictures there in that little spot. So I kind of have to fiddle with it to get it all to work well together. So I did that, and then I realized I had some black glitter stars on my desk. Those are also from Freckled Fawn. And I'm going to grab one of those, and that ties in with the black glitter and the other thickers, and then it'll help fill up that little awkward space there. So I'm going to use that one right there. I'm getting glitter all over my fingers. So I'm going to go ahead and get my title put down here. Just trying to make sure everything lines up the way I want it to. It's funny, as I was doing this title, I realized like anyone looking at my title would be like, what is a KP or a PL? Like if you're not in the scrapbooking community, you probably don't know what either one of those mean. But I do, so it's okay. And I talk about it in my journaling as well, so. It was just funny. Don't we have our own little language? Like if I talk about certain things to my husband, he's like, what does that mean? Then again, you know, he's in the Air Force, so we don't even need to talk about all the acronyms they have, right? It's ridiculous. So I am using this paper, which is by Ellie Studio, and it's the blank music note paper, and I'm going to cut a strip off, and that is where I'm going to do my journaling. And I had to cut it in half because I wanted to fill up that space underneath the title. And I didn't want it to go all the way across the bottom. So I'm going to journal as much as I can on this one strip and then finish it up on the other one. I just wasn't sure how much space it was going to take up. But I'm basically, you know, just talking about how I was very lucky to be in San Diego the same time they were and was able to make it to their class. It was a lot of fun. And if you're in San Diego, go to Paper Tales. Their store is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You walk in and it's like a dream almost. And they have good stuff too. And they're very nice. All right, so I'm going to finish up my journaling on this second tag here, or second strip of paper, sorry. And get those stuck down right underneath my title. And then I'm going to add a few little touches here. I'm going to use 3 of the Evalicious gold puffy stickers there. Those came in the November hip kit. I'm going to use a camera and an arrow that says look, and then a little strip there that says oh so happy. Yes, oh so happy. And I'm also going to use some enamel dots. These are from Freckled Fawn. And I'm just trying to figure out what color I want. I decided to go with the pink because there's some pink in the picture and there's some pink in the layering piece there behind the pictures. So I'm just going to emphasize that a little bit. I was going to do the blue, but it might have been too much blue. So I wanted a little bit of a contrasting color. And I'm looking to see if there's anything else I want to put. And I end up going with these hearts. These are also from Freckled Fawn. These are like epoxy heart stickers. And they're really cute. A lot of them have like a two-tone color to them. So I'm just going to choose 3 that go along. And these kind of help bring out a little bit of the yellow as well. And I'm going to cut off the top here so that it looks like it goes, not hanging off the top. And that is going to complete my layout, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and be sure to click on the link in the description to check out Kelly's sketchbook class. It's really good. Okay, guys, have a great day. Bye.